Srimad Bhagvatam, the transcendental science of how to elevate your consciousness through the Bhakti Yoga process, elevate our consciousness from material to spiritual. Hear this wonderful knowledge and purify your consciousness. This is Srimad Bhagvatam. You exist in the beginning, middle, and end of everything, from the most minute particle of the cosmic manifestation, the atom, to the gigantic universe and total material energy. Here we can see that, according to the Bhagavatam, the Lord is beyond the workings of cause and effect. He is eternally existing. In this verse of the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord exists within the gigantic universe and within the atom. The descent of the Lord into the atom and the universe indicates that without his presence, nothing could factually exist. Scientists say that water is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen, but when they see vast oceans, they are puzzled about where such a quantity of hydrogen and oxygen could have come from. They think that everything evolved from chemicals, but where did the chemicals come from? That they do not know, since the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of all causes. He can produce immense quantities of chemicals to create a situation for chemical evolution. We actually see that chemicals are produced from living entities. For example, a lemon tree produces many tons of citric acid. The citric acid is not the cause of the tree, rather the tree is the cause of the acid. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the cause of everything. He is the cause of the tree that produces the citric fruit. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. Devotees can see that the original potencies causing the cosmic manifestation are not in the chemicals, but in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for he is the cause of all the chemicals. Everything is caused or manifested by the energy of the Supreme Lord, and when everything is annihilated or dissolved, the original potency enters the body of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, this verse says, Adav antepi cha sattvanam yadruvam tad evan taralepi. The word dhruvam means permanent. The permanent reality is Krishna and not the cosmic manifestation. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, Aham adirhi devanam and mata sarvam pravartate. Krishna is the original cause of everything. Arjuna recognized Lord Krishna as the original person, Purusham Sashvatam, Divyam Adidevam, Ajam Vibhum. And the Brahma Samhita describes him as the original person, Govindam Adi Purusham. He is the cause of all causes, whether at the beginning, at the end, or in the middle. Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam, Adyam Puranam Purusham Navayovanam Cha, Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, who is the original person, absolute, infallible, without beginning, although expanded into unlimited forms. Still the same original, the oldest, and the person always appearing as a fresh youth. Such eternal, blissful, all-knowing forms of the Lord cannot be understood even by the best Vedic scholars, but they are always manifest to the pure, unalloyed devotees. How wonderful this Bhagavatam explains to us about the original cause of everything, the cause of all causes. We've just discussed that the Supreme Lord, he has no cause and effect because he is the cause of everything. He is the cause of all causes. And here we can see how wonderfully it's not possible for us to actually know the forms of the Lord. It cannot easily be understood by even Vedic great scholars, philosophers, but they are manifest to whom? To the pure, unalloyed devotees, those who do not desire anything, unconditional love, selfless lovers of the Lord. And the Brahma Samhita is another wonderful book written to explain this even further, how the Lord exists in the cosmos and in the atom, and how even the atoms in the universe cannot function without the presence of that supreme consciousness. Otherwise they will be inert matter. Even inert matter cannot function without the touch of the supreme consciousness. Nothing can actually exist without that. And the example here was given of the scientists who see the water made up of hydrogen and oxygen. But when they see the huge oceans on this planet, they think, where is all this hydrogen and oxygen coming from? And they think that it comes from chemicals. But where did the actual chemical come from? This is the question. And that they do not know the answer to that. But the Bhagavatam reveals what is the answer. Who is the cause of everything? Who is the designer behind this wonderful universe? So these huge, immense quantities of chemicals, where do they come from? And we can give the example here. The example was given of a lemon tree. The citric acid is there in the lemon tree. But the citric acid, the chemical composition, is not the cause of the tree. It's the other way around. The tree is the actual cause of the chemical composition of citric acid, the lemon tree. And in this way, the Supreme Lord is also the cause of everything. He's the cause of the tree that produces that citric acid. So devotees can see that original power behind everything, the cosmic manifestation, the universe. It's not chemicals behind it, there's a person behind it. So this is how wonderfully it's explained. The energies, the material energy of the Lord cannot function without His touch. So this is the Vedic wisdom, the transcendental wisdom that helps us understand the permanent reality, Krishna, as opposed to the temporary reality of the material world or cosmic manifestation. And Bhagavad Gita is another book that will substantiate all what we have said. Krishna says to Arjuna, and Arjuna recognizes Krishna as Purusham, Shashvatam, Divyam, Adi Devam, Ajam Vibhum. He is the original person, cause of all causes. Hare Krishna.